So we walking, and all of a sudden, it just looked like Boys in the Hood. A car is at the top of the street. Headlights go off. They come skirting down. Boom. So we all duck. We all duck behind some cars, and they letting off shot. Pop, pop. But the drive-by, they forgot to do the by. Oh. This fool stopped.
Tell us about a moment where you wish you would have said something and you didn't. There's nothing better than this. Say what you mean. 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 Hey, what's up? It's your girl, Aida Rodriguez, and welcome to another episode of Say What You Mean, where people stop by to say the things they wish they would have said when they should have said them. And now they're saying them here. So I'll start off with my own story about when I was on set for a TV show and I got my makeup done and I didn't like it. And I felt like I was somewhere between a telenovela and a retired gang member. And it was atrocious. The eyelashes looked like Mr. Snuffleupagus. They made my eyes smoky. And it looked like I had been crying, but I also looked like I had been through years and years of suffering. And that was not the look for me. And I wish I just would have said something instead of being on camera looking that way. Now, I got that off my chest. Let's get it started. All right, joining me here today is one of my favorite people in this town. He is a friend. He is family. We do a lot of fun stuff together. And he's one of the hardest working people I know in this town. You saw him on Survivor's Remorse, Blackish. He was behind the scenes as well as in the writer's room and on camera. You saw him on, I can't even name, he was in Dope, one of my favorite movies. And he's on a very exciting show called Heels, which is on Netflix. And he is the Rooster. He's in the House Party remake. I mean, what can you say? But he's always creating. He's always doing stuff. He wrote a short film that he and I were supposed to shoot 5 years ago, and we're still trying to figure out what happened with that short film. Please welcome Maldonado.
Hello, everyone. I don't know which version of myself I need to be right now, the way with that intro just went. But thank you, Aida. You know I love you. Man, you mean the world to me. You know that. So I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to, can I curse?
Yeah.
Talk some with you.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Well, this is what it is about, is that talking because, people claim that they be talking that people be like, oh, I tell somebody what I always speak was on my mind. Mm-hmm. But most people don't. Yeah. Even though no matter how honest we think we are, no matter how bold and courageous we think that we are, there are always moments where we wish we would have said something. Yeah. Can you think of some?
Well, yeah, oftentimes I'm usually saying something and I'm getting myself in trouble. But there are those few moments where I definitely, maybe I shouldn't have said something, or maybe I should have said something. The story that I teased earlier was a moment that I shouldn't have said something. Okay. Which was the first time I got shot at. Okay. When I was 13. We're going to go first time. Okay. First time I was in the streets a little bit. But yeah, it was, I was 13. And we was at a house party, me and my boys. We was in the neighborhood. We probably walked maybe 20, 30 minutes to go to this house party. And it's a lady there, chick there. She had to be maybe 17, 18 or something like that. Mm-hmm. So, me, the young 13, little young player. So I'm up in there talking to her, and I end up getting her phone number.
What?
So I'm like, oh, we winning. Mm-hmm. So as we walking home, we hit like a big wall. It was an adventure. We had to go through railroads. So all of a sudden these dudes is yelling at us from the wall. We like, what's going on? We like, okay. We just hearing them yelling. They banging. We're like, all right, we banging back. They're like, cool. So we get back to my block, my neighborhood. We had like a long block that we had to walk down, like a residence, to get to my sort of apartments and projects, rather. So we walking, and all of a sudden it just looked like Boys in the Hood. A car is at the top of the street. Headlights go off. They come skirting down. Boom. So we all duck. We all duck behind some cars. And they letting off shot. Pop, pop, pop.
Ricky!
Yeah, all that has happened. But the drive by, they forgot to do the buy. This fool stopped. He hops out the passenger. He sees me, hops out the passenger window and runs on the roof of the car. It's like an action movie, shooting at me. It's all in slow motion. When I tell you, I must have hit like 3 fences. I would jump the fences so fast, I almost fell into a pool just off the momentum of me just going 1, 2, 3. I was out of there. So yeah, I probably shouldn't have got that girl's number that evening.
Did you call her?
Of course I did. Of course I did. If I risked my life. Yeah, so that was a time where I wish I probably wouldn't have said something, because that was definitely traumatic. That set off my teenage year, and that set off some wild sort of outings after that. That wasn't the last time we got into a shootout in regards to stuff like that.
I know you said that was the first time.
Yeah. It got. I knew it was real at that point. I knew it was real.
What? But did you hook up with the girl?
I did not.
So you didn't hook up with the girl.
So yeah, no, I was 13. I ain't know, the win was the number.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the win was the number at 13. So I definitely didn't hook up with her. But I got into a lot of little skirmishes over chicks in the streets early on in my teenage, adolescent years. So there's a lot of moments where I probably shouldn't have said something, but something in me said, "No, I'm here for the danger."
I love it. And you still do it. You still do it.
No, I do not. No, I do not. Don't do that.
It's just different. It's different. It's different kind of danger that you look for.
Here we go.
So now you said that there were many instances where you should have just kept that. Can you remember a moment where you wish you would have said something?
Oh, it's another funny one. It's funny. It's probably my nephew. I was in my car, and we laugh about it to this day. I'm the only boy in my family. Mm-hmm. So I have 5 nieces, my 2 sisters, my mother, and then I have my nephew, who I think at the time, he was maybe 15. And we're having like a barbecue. I forgot, it was somebody's birthday. No, I think it was my mom's birthday party. Mm-hmm. And he brought his girlfriend to the party. Mm-hmm. And I was in the driveway, in my car on the phone, and he comes in, introduces to his girlfriend, and I'm like, oh, hey, I'm on the phone, so I'm just like, all right, it was real short, and they start walking in the house, and something, as he was walking in, something in me said that I should have said, nah, don't take her in there. Mm-hmm. They about to eat her alive. Mm-hmm. They about to eat her alive. Mm-hmm. So long story short, his little girlfriend is outside as I'm leaving the party. She's outside crying. My nieces is over there. My nieces and tried to fight her twice.
Oh Lord!
It was crazy. It was crazy. So that's definitely a moment I wish I would have said something to warn my nephew that this wasn't the right arena to bring your girlfriend, because the women in my family are a bit overprotective
and mean.
Yeah. They gangster for sure. So yeah, that's definitely a moment I wish I would have said something to warn my little nephew that that little girlfriend that's not happening no more. That relationship is over.
Watch me get beat up by Alan's nieces.
Yeah, they crazy.
They're like, hey, so. You know what? You are someone who always tends to speak your mind.
I do.
That's one thing that I know about you.
Damn.
It's that you remind me sometimes of my mom. Like there's things I won't say to you because I know you'll be like, where's she at? Let's go talk to her.
Yeah. I've always been a protector of my family, so I've usually am the one to have to say something. Like my mom is the same way. I'm Aileen's son. That's what's tatted on my neck. Aileen's son. She never bit her tongue, even though I remember being at Super Bowl parties, fighting with grown men at like 13 because they said something bad about Kobe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well, they said something bad about Kobe.
People get serious about Kobe.
Oh, yeah. No, that's my mom. It's fights. And then I'm in there with grown men, fighting with grown men, and like as a kid. So that was sort of my upbringing. So I had a sort of a fearlessness pretty much throughout my life where I've always said something. I mean, I'll say this. It was a period of my time where I just didn't say much, and that was when my father passed when I was like, I think 9. So like middle school was a different, like elementary, I was very, energetic, vocal and all that. But when he passed, I just shut down. And it wasn't necessarily I was bullied, but I didn't care. I didn't speak up for nothing.
Right.
Like it just was like whatever. And I was always cool enough to not just put myself in situations where I would have been taken advantage of. But there was a lot of moments, probably middle school, that I just let a lot of stuff slide, just because I just didn't have no energy for it.
So is there something you want to say to somebody from that period? Just get it out. Get it off your chest.
Oh,
say
man,
it. Look into the camera.
I mean, no. For me, it's
I feel like that. Look here, Elizabeth from 3rd grade.
Oh, really?
If I ever see you again, I'm putting hands on you because you was trash in 3rd grade. And if you trash in 3rd grade, that means you trash right now. I cannot wait to run into you and let you know how much garbage you was. And hopefully, I'm not going to say the rest.
I know. Get it.
I think
I've
said enough.
Get it out. I mean, listen, like for me, it's I'm a firm believer of everything happens for a reason, man. So there's no regrets, no anything that I said or I've done as far as it was all a lesson to me. I wouldn't be who I am if it wasn't for these incidents, even being shot at 13. I wouldn't be who I am if it wasn't for them. So I wouldn't change a thing.
What do you say when you're getting shot at?
Oh, you don't say that. You run. You don't say much.
But you don't say that. I'll be like, stop shooting at me.
Yeah. No, that's not gonna work at that particular time.
That makes them shoot. That'll make them shoot more.
You're actually letting them know where you're at. Give them an easier target.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah. No. And that was a kid, man. Like it was wild. He was a grown man. So
what are grown men doing shooting at children?
Yeah, no, my OGs took care of it. They definitely had some conversations with some people and got it all situated. Just because it was that, like it was. I guess the dude was more embarrassed than anything because the 13-year-old.
They should be embarrassed.
Yeah. 13-year-old got his girlfriend number. That's embarrassing.
Yeah,
she had to be like, I think she was 19. I think.
We call them girls pedophiles.
Yeah. Now, I guess. Yeah. Even then, I guess.
Yeah. And I hope you're listening to
Great. All right, next top. No.
The OGs are coming for you.
But yeah. It was different, man. The late 90s was a trip.
No, they say that. We could go back to the 40s.
Yeah,
and
it was a
it's
trip.
Still not okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we have a segment here called Shoulda Kept That. And I'm going to share a story that someone sent in that we have people in our village. They send the stories. Don't forget to send your stories via social media, through the website, the newsletter, and they share stories with us when moments where they should have kept that. So I want to share this with you because I want to hear what you think about it.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So this guy said, I was trying to get to know a young lady. I noticed that she did not have AC in her apartment. So I bought her an air conditioner unit. And soon after that, she got back with her ex. You know what? I'm never going to tell somebody don't be a good person because somebody else is a bad person. So that's always going to be my stand, because how would he know? But I think you should get to know someone a little better before you buy them an AC unit, right?
I agree, but the AC was in our relationship. So the AC coming home with me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the AC coming home with me. Yeah. No,
you're going to take it out yourself?
We're going to plug that thing right up, wrap it up, and we're going to roll that thing out.
No, but they put it into the wall, so you got to take it out.
I got screws.
I know you handy, man.
Yeah, I'm right up out. I installed it, and I can uninstall it just as quick. So yeah, now the AC coming home with me. Yeah.
You hear that, girl?
Yeah.
You hear that?
Yeah, the AC. If it was like that, like how quick was this? Like,
He said soon after. He said very quickly after.
Oh, he still had warranty? We returning that. We returning that. Yeah. We returning that. Yeah.
What have you taken back? Have you taken back anything before?
Chill. Chill. I don't think so. I don't think I've had to take anything back.
Can I say my story about
what somebody
took something back from me? No, not you.
I'm about to say. I'm like, I don't think it.
So I was dating this guy, and he bought me a watch, and he gave me the watch in front of my whole family on Christmas because he was like talking about next steps in our relationship. And so he bought me the watch, but the watch, I think the watch didn't fit me or it didn't work. And so he said, send it. I said, hey, I don't, those watch isn't working or whatever. So he said, send it to me and I will get the watch fixed. So then he said to me, so what are we doing here? You know, what's happening? Where are we going?
Okay.
And I was like, at this time, I don't think I'm ready to be in an exclusive relationship. I had just gotten out of a very long-term relationship, and he kept the watch.
Oh, he ain't had time for that.
He never.
He ain't had time for that.
He never said.
I mean, it didn't work
back.
anyway, so you didn't lose. He gave you a broke watch anyway.
No, I know.
You ain't want that watch? You ain't want that watch? You ain't want that watch.
I didn't. But I was just really
watch.
taken aback that he was like, well, then you're not going to get the watch then. And I was like, that had never happened to me before.
Yeah, like all jokes aside, man, it's peace over everything, man. If I ever gave somebody stuff, it seems like it'd be too much to even try to. That's just a little too petty for me. Like when I'm done, I'm done. Like it's.
But when I think about you dismantling an AC unit, though.
Oh yeah, no. That would be fun. That would be fun.
He said the AC is where you draw the line.
Yeah, the AC is different. That's a whole. That's an appliance. I'm taking back appliances. A refrigerator, a microwave that's coming with me.
Till you do right by Alan, you gonna be hot.
Yeah, you gonna be sweating in that thing. You gonna be sweating up in there, straight up and down.
You
ain't about to be cool.
to take my air conditioner.
That's right. You ain't about to be cool on me. Nah.
And then with another, imagine. Listen,
Look,
I know
you about to paint the picture.
I know your temper. Can you imagine this girl laying up with the other guy, and they are both nice and cool, while your air just
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, nah, that wasn't. I'm taking it. That's got that. I don't even want to even think about that. I don't think about they just chilling in butt naked underneath my AC.
Ooh,
nah, that ain't gonna happen.
You made a butt naked. I let him have some clothes on.
Nah, it's already hot. It's already hot. So that's what's gonna happen. That's the image I see. AC coming with.
Hey, you know what? Note to self. Do not accept appliances from men who you don't know very well.
Yeah.
All right, so we got a lightning round that we do, and this is all about you. 5 questions. You ready?
I hope so.
You are.
I hope so.
This one makes me laugh. Smash or pass? Vegans.
I mean, I rock with vegans. Yeah.
I know. Yeah, that's why it's funny.
I smash vegans.
All right.
Yeah, health is wealth.
What would you rather, work or play?
Ooh. My work is fun, so but I play a lot. Depends on the mood. I'm smashing and passing on either one on some days. Like I love to work, and then I love to travel and love to play. So yeah, I guess both. If I can answer that, yeah, can I say that? Yeah.
What's your favorite shoe?
Ooh, my favorite shoe. Good question. Probably my running shoes. These new Alpha, what is it? Nike Alpha 3s. Them things are crazy. So running is my thing. So yeah, definitely my running shoes.
All right, fight or flight. 7 geese. You in a room with 7 geese. You fighting or you flying?
Oh, I'm fighting them geese. I'm fighting them geese.
Peter coming for us.
Yeah, fighting them geese. If it's me or them, it's me or the geese, right?
Which form of your fighting style? Are you boxing? Are you gonna do martial arts? Are you pulling out the sword?
If I pull out the sword, it's a prize. That's quick. It's
Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah. It's a quick game if I got the sword on me. Either way, wrestling, hey, however they want to get it. You know what I'm saying?
Wrestling.
The geese want to get it. If it's me or them, they gone.
Did you wrestle before you started before heels?
No.
So you learned to wrestle for heels?
Yeah. That was crazy, and it was just sort of a quick study And we were doing full matches on the show, and I just fell in love with it. You know, doing moonsaults, jumping out the ring. It just was, you know, I was a Boy Scout, so anything adventurous, anything. Just I could get my hands dirty.
I know you were, because all them girls be bringing you they cookies.
Here you go. Here you go. I plead the fifth.
If you could say one word to your favorite teacher of all time, what would you say?
Ooh, that's a good one. Favorite teacher. I guess I'll say two. I had two. One I just terrorized, Miss Piva. Shout out to Miss Piva. I apologize.
Look at it. That's good.
I apologize. I just was a hot mess in that class. I did everything to torment that woman. Just as a class clown. It was English, which surprisingly I'm a writer now, which is even more just speaking to the impact that this particular woman had on me. I used to just really draw the line. It would be writing assignments. Like my first poem was called Pimpin' in the Wind. Another one was straight out the pen. It was just like, I would just really push the line.
Had you ever been to jail at that time?
No. But all of my friends had. All of my friends.
So you were writing for them?
Yeah, writing through their lids. Yes. All of their top ramen and spread stories. So, and then what was it? The 12 of Christmas. That was my closing act. Yeah. I did the poem, and then in the middle of it, I said, "Why am I saying this? Where the was at?" And then like my homegirls in the classroom got up and finished the poem. It was a great showcasing of writing talent that I was tapping into at the particular time. That shout out to Miss Piva. You thank you. But I terrorized her. And then there was Miss Bell. Miss Bell was blonde hair, blue-eyed, Creole woman.
Devil. No.
Man, nah, she was... when I tell you... Because I was terrorized. The whole school knew I terrorized everybody. That was just my thing. I was just a big class clown. And I was like best friends with the principal, so I never really got in trouble. So
you just love kicking it with older people. You 13 and you and the principal best friend?
Yeah.
Okay,
that was my partner, Miss Rodriguez. Shout out, Miss Rodriguez.
Oh no,
Miss Rodriguez. And Miss Bell, first day a class before we walk in, she literally grabbed my shirt and slammed me on the wall and said, "Ain't none of that gonna go down in my class."
And you love that teacher?
Love her to death.
Yes.
She was like, "You gonna sit in the front? You ain't gonna get nothing less than the B, and I don't want to hear about your." This is again blonde hair, blue eyes, white Creole. Like she looked white, but she wasn't. Okay. And boy, I got to be in that class too. Miss Bell put me straight, and I used to do a lot of stuff. She would always be the one run up on me and try to talk some sense on me. Like, yeah, I would do a lot of just pranks and stuff at school. She would be the only one that could talk to me. So Miss Bell, hopefully she's still living.
So what would you say to her?
I love you, Miss Bell. Like, I definitely needed, because that was my mom. Like, my mom was a tyrant. It was no other person I feared in this world but my mother. And then Miss Bell.
I get it.
And then Miss Bell. She was pretty much my mom on campus, that nobody else sort of earned that respect from me. So, yeah, shout out to Miss Bell.
So before we get out of here, you've been doing this really cool thing with the Wu-Tang, and I wanted you to talk about it.
Yeah. So I'm a part of the Las Vegas Wu-Tang residency, which is the first hip hop Las Vegas residency,
Nice.
which is it's been an incredible experience. I've been doing martial arts since I was like 17, so I'm technically Wu-Tang Samurai.
Okay.
So I do a performance in between the show. We got a next show in September.
When is it? What date?
September 25th, I think, or 27th. I can't recall. But it's a weekend show. It's incredible. The whole Wu-Tang is there. So the entire crew is there, which is, a rarity just because there's so many of them, and getting them together is often difficult, but they're going to be there.
Are you with you have a sword, right?
Yeah, I'm doing, I'm with my sword.
I'm coming to that show, and I'm bringing 7 geese. I'm gonna throw it right on the stage.
See, here
I
we
want
go.
you to go viral.
There you go. Then Peter gonna be on me for real. But yeah, nah, it's been cool. Like I've been doing, I wouldn't train with samurais in Japan.
You always do it. I remember talking to you and you was running with the bulls in Spain.
Yeah.
And I'm always doing something.
Yeah, I'm all about the event. That's why I said like I play hard too. I work extremely hard, but then I play hard. Like we're planning to hike Mount Kilimanjaro. That's on the list. And then I'm on my 12th marathon.
I know. I was in New York when you ran the last one.
Jumping out of planes. Like I'm into the stunts, man.
I went to eat with you after you ran the marathon.
That is
and
right.
There were very few words spoken.
Yeah,
you were like a gremlin.
Yeah. I wanted everything. Once you run 26.2 miles, you starving after that, man. And then you got to eat. Like it's carbs. You carb up the night before, and then as soon as you finish, you be ready to eat everything. So
you living your best life.
I think it's a simple rule for me, man. I was obsessed with having a legendary career, and I often neglected myself. And I decided maybe like 5-6 years ago, even though I'd always kind of live adventurous, but like 5-6 years ago, I decided that I wanted my life to be just as legendary as my career.
Nice.
So that's when I began sort of tackling these sort of bucket list moments, and it's just become just a regular day for me now. As I take those challenges on like nothing.
So what's next for Alan Maldonado? What can we look out for?
Ooh, that's deep. What is next? No, I got Tomb Raider. I'm in a new Tomb Raider cartoon coming out on Netflix October 10th. I play Zip, her sidekick throughout the series. So I'm very excited to be a part of that franchise. I remember playing that as a kid, staying up 3 days straight to beat the game. So to meet the creators, just to be a part of the series, that was extremely dope. And as a writer, I got a bunch of projects in development, including your short film that's been in development 5 years. But no, I got a bunch of stuff on the writing side that's popping for me, and also directing.
And Heels.
And Heels too. That's coming out September 15th on Netflix. Excited that went from Stars to Netflix, so a lot more eyes can be able to see that show. I think it's a phenomenal show. The acting is incredible. The wrestling is phenomenal. As we're really in there wrestling. We fought through injuries. Like we really wanted to feel and understand what an independent wrestler at that level was going through. So the actors really took on a challenge to do all the stunts.
Were you ever in a scene with somebody that could have potentially turned into a real fight while you were shooting? Were you in a situation where you like...
You talking to Maldonado, man.
That's why I asked, because I know. Yeah.
Well, not necessarily from anything in the stunts or anything like that. But, it's definitely you've been opposite some people that may have rubbed you wrong outside of, I guess the scene where if you got the liberty in the scene to take it. Oh yeah. You get a little. But that's the same thing with wrestling in general. Like when you watch wrestling, sometimes you'll see the guys get in there and those, they don't pull their punches or they don't pull their slaps. And, now I'm going blank. I forgot the proper terminology for it, but there's a term for it when it gets real in the ring. So of course, in when it comes to acting, I've definitely had moments where I had to further help the actor understand the fear that needed to be made in the scene.
I know. I've been in your presence when you've done that, so I'm familiar.
Yeah, a little bit. I am my mother's son.
So tell people where they can find you. If they want to connect with you.
Yeah, MaldonadoIsEverywhere.com. At Maldonado is everywhere. We didn't get to speak on the art.
Let's talk about the art quickly.
Art.
I went to one of your exhibits.
My art shows. Yeah, you performed that night. Thank you for that. It was my first art show, which has been sort of my therapy.
I have pieces from you.
Oh, yeah, that is right. You got a couple, man. Painting sort of took over my life maybe 4 years ago as therapy with my mom. My mom has dementia, so it's been something that keeps my sort of anxiety of dealing with that, or even when it comes to dementia, it's almost like you're mourning before, like you're mourning different versions of that person. So as it progresses, you get a different version of your mother. So I just recently sort of began to understand that, but painting has really helped me sort of balance those emotions where when I would have phone call conversations with her, she would just loop conversations. So I began to paint to sort of be able to get through the phone calls. And then next thing you know, I did 100 paintings in 5 months. And,
nice. Where can people find those paintings?
Maldonado is everywhere.com, man. Check it out.
And can people commission artwork from you?
Not all the time. Is open, like it's certain windows that I'll do commissions. That's for the first 2 years of me doing art. I refused to even sell anything just because I wanted to keep it pure. I wanted to not taint it with someone dictating or trying to tell me to do it for any financial gain. So even the idea of selling art is new to me. But I stress that I maintain sort of my independence in whatever I create. So even with commissions, it's more or less give me a general and then you just got to let me cook.
Yeah. You know? His artwork is beautiful. The art show was amazing. Go to Maldonado is everywhere and check it out. You can also find where Alan is going to be next, and it's always on somebody's TV show. He works and books more than anyone I know. I'm going to go start hanging out at his commune so that hopefully I can book a show too. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
You know I love you, right?
You know I love you. You know I don't really do podcasts.
I know.
So
because you be fighting people.
No, I do not. Here we go. I do not fight everybody. Where the camera at?
No, they scared of him. They won't fight.
I do not be fighting. I am a peace and loving man.
Yeah, you are.
But when you mess with mine, you know, you already know.
I know.
You already know. But nah, man, I love you. You know, I'll do anything for you.
Thank you for being here. Finish writing that short film. If you love me so much.
All right, y'all. Peace, guys. Y'all, good show, y'all.
Thank you so much for tuning in on this episode of Say What You Mean with the great Alan Maldonado. Catch up with us on socials. We are at SWYM Pod on TikTok, Instagram, and X. If you are watching this, click the subscribe button. We want to hear from you in the comments section. Tell us your stories about those moments where you wish you would have said something or you should have kept that. If you are listening, download the episode, become a member, do whatever you need to do, and tell a friend because we want to continue to grow this village. We are so excited to be a part of yours, and we are excited for you to be a part of ours. My name is Aida Rodriguez. This is Say What You Mean. We are out.